Hey, friends in beauty. If you're a professional makeup artist or beauty pro who is tired of juggling multiple tools to run your business, I got great news for you. Beauty Pro Funnels is here to simplify your life and take your business to the next level. Unlike other platforms like Wix, Squarespace, or Acuity, Beauty Pro Funnels was created by a makeup artist for makeup artists. This is the world's first all-in-one software that helps you book clients, sell your products, and even launch courses all in one place. No need for separate subscriptions that drain your wallet or tools that don't speak your language as a beauty pro. With Beauty Pro Funnels, you're not just getting another booking tool. You're unlocking the ability to create multiple revenue streams. So whether you're behind the chair or not, you're making money. Imagine accepting bookings, selling your beauty products, and offering courses all without the stress of managing separate systems. That could be a big headache. Let me break it down to you one more time. Your website, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. Your portfolio, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. Your booking site, build it on Beauty Pro Funnels. And your e-commerce site, host it in Beauty Pro Funnels. Want to offer beauty courses or digital products? You can sell them inside of Beauty Pro Funnels, and you'll be able to send invoices, digital contracts, newsletters, and do all of your marketing directly from your Beauty Pro Funnels account. It's mind-blowing. Listen, you're going to save hundreds of dollars every single month by replacing over 10 platforms when you make the switch to Beauty Pro Funnels like Wix, Squarespace, Acuity, WordPress, Vagaro, Honeybooks, 17 Hats, Dubsado, MailChimp, Klaviyo, Kajabi, DocuSign, even Shopify. It's crazy. I know you got at least one of those. And here's the best part. Tayana and her team spent over a year building plug-and-play templates into your account for pretty much everything, so you never have to start from scratch at all. So all of your appointment confirmations, reminders, and payment reminders and stuff like that for your clients, they have already been written out for you. You can even gather reviews and referrals all on autopilot. You'll free up so many hours of time each week so you can focus on what you love, your artistry. Plus, with their mobile app, you can manage your entire business from the palm of your hand. Send invoices, schedule appointments, and even take payments on the go. I believe in Beauty Pro Funnels so much that I recently moved the Friends of Beauty site to Beauty Pro Funnels, and I am loving it. It's a game changer because it's not just a platform. I swear it is like having your personal business assistant designed specifically for makeup artists and beauty pros like you. So here's the deal. If you want to see what all the hype is about, visit getbeautyprofunnels.com/friends to get a personalized tour and see how Beauty Pro Funnels can transform your business today. That's getbeautyprofunnels.com/friends because you deserve the best tool for your beauty business. I think in our heads, we think that it may be a lot of people applying for these grants, right? But it's about who stands out. It's just about who stands out and whose answer is the most compelling. And it might be you. We don't know the skill level of the rest of these people that are applying. They might be replying with like 2-sentence answers. And then the one they come across yours that is so descriptive and beautiful, like you just never know. So don't count yourself out. Nothing beats a failure but a try.
Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get authentic answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. Join me every week as me and my special guest reveal the keys to longevity and success in the beauty industry, from the ups and downs of their journey to the nitty-gritty of their struggles and triumphs. We're spilling the tea on it all, and most importantly, having fun while doing it. You ready?
Hey, what's up? It's your best friend in beauty, Aquia Robinson. Welcome back to another episode of the Friends in Beauty podcast. I am so happy to have you here, and I hope you're listening to this episode in high spirits and in good health. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk to you about going into the new year richer. That means with more coins, okay? I know that we are in uncertain times right now, especially if you are living in the United States of America. Especially if you are living in the DMV area, like how I live. Like living in DC is just so freaking stressful during this time, but I want us to stay encouraged. Okay. I know that, the government has shut down, they're cutting funds, like people are getting scared. Okay. I know I have a friend that works for the federal government and she was like, as long as this shutdown doesn't go past 2 weeks, we'll be good. But I do know that I do have some friends in beauty who are not full-time in their beauty businesses. Some of them work for the federal government. Some of them have other 9 to 5. So if you are in uncertain times, I do want to talk to you about other ways that you can possibly go into the new year richer that have nothing to do with your 9 to 5. I think you are in a pretty good situation at this point if you have something else to fall back on, in a sense. So if you are a beauty pro who also has a 9 to 5, or a beauty pro who happened to work for the federal government and now you're not working right now, you can fall back onto your beauty business or any other side hustle that you may be exploring right now. But one thing that I want to do is talk to you about the way that I like to think about things sometimes. Although I do not work for the federal government, I am a full-time beauty pro. One of the things that helps me is to focus on the things that I can focus on. There are so many things that are out of our control at this moment, but for me, I try not to stress too much about it. I know it's easier said than done, but for me, I like to focus on the things that I can control, the things that I can, that I can control, that I can focus on, that don't really have too much outside sources. So let's talk about how you can go into the new year richer. This is what you came here for, right? So what we're going to talk about today are grants. Okay? Grants. Free money that you do not have to pay back once you get it. Let's talk about grants. As you all know, or you may not know, I am a grant enthusiast. I am not a grant expert. I'm just someone who has won a couple of grants before, and I'm just really enthusiastic about spending other people's money, okay, that I don't have to work hard for. So I want to talk to you about grants today because I had this thought that went through my head recently where I was listening to Stormy Banks, who is a grant expert. And one thing that she mentioned was that people will spend so much energy applying for jobs, like putting in applications for jobs, but won't spend that exact same amount of energy putting the same amount of applications in for grants. And I thought about it. I'm like, I know these are uncertain times right now. I know people are probably starting to panic. People are probably starting to explore other jobs they can do and everything like that. But why not take that same energy while you're applying for jobs, apply for a grant as well? So I put together a list of grants that have deadlines before the end of the year, okay, that you could possibly tap into, win these grants, and go into the new year richer. You see what I did there? You see what I did? So one thing that I can honestly say, I feel like, I don't know how, this is not a true statistic, but I feel like a lot of people don't win grants because they're not applying for grants. It is a special process. It is a little sweet spot, but the more you do it, it's just like applying for a job application. I know I've done my share of job applications, and sometimes I'm wondering, like, okay, why didn't I get this? But it's like the more that you apply, the more that you do interviews and things like that, you kind of know what to say and how to word things, and that like sweet spot that you have, that little edge that you may have with the interviewer or on your application. It's kind of like the same thing with grants. The more that you do it, the more comfortable you'll get, the more you'll kind of understand like what they're looking for, and before you know it, you will win. So that's what I mean by focusing on the things that you can control. You can control applying for grants. You can't control if you win or not, but you can control putting in the job application, right? If you're looking for a job, you can't control putting in a grant application if you are looking for funding for your business. So, like I said, I put together a little list of some grants that you can apply for before the end of the year to go into the new year richer. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, one of my favorite platforms to use is called Hello Skip. Hello Skip has made it extremely easy for the grant search process, the grant application process. They have so many different tools behind the scenes as well that helps you with your answers, using AI and everything like that. So I absolutely love Hello Skip for all of the resources. They have so many other resources on there as well for funding, like loans and things like that. But we're not talking about the stuff you got to pay back. We want to talk about the free money. Okay. So let me go down to my list and check out these grants. But look, Hello Skip is so cool because you can sign up for free. I think it's like don't quote me. I should have looked at this before. It's either a 7-day or 14-day free trial. And then it is a paid service for Hello Skip. But the cool thing is, like, if you don't have the coins right now for the paid service, you can definitely get in there really, really quickly and just apply for all of these grants that I'm telling you about. And then your application is in. Okay. You don't need Hello Skip in order to retrieve, the funds and everything once you apply. At least I don't think so. Don't quote me. 'Cause there are a few. Let me just get into it. There are a few grants that are hosted on Hello Skip that are specific to Hello Skip, but the other ones are outside organizations. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. So, super duper easy to apply or sign up for Hello Skip. I'll leave the link down below. But if you have tuned into me before, you probably have heard me mention that Hello Skip does a $1,000 grant giveaway every Tuesday and Friday. I know they were talking about adding on a different day, but right now I believe it's still every Tuesday and Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is super duper easy to apply. I applied for the one this week because I be applying every week trying to get my little $1,000. Okay. It is super duper easy to apply. Let me tell you the questions that are on the applications just so you can have a heads up. And one thing that I like about Hello Skip too is that they have something called the Grants Vault. And the Grants Vault is where you will go and literally write out the answers to the most commonly asked questions on grant applications. And you already have your answers right there, like pre-filled. So it makes the application process quicker when you go into Hello Skip and it just pull your answer from the grants vault that you already have. And you may have to tweak it a little bit just so that it can apply for the grant that you are applying for. But absolutely love, love, love the grants vault. Let me tell you about the questions that are on this 1K grant, because a lot of times too, people be skipping over applying because they don't feel like they qualify, or they don't feel like they have the right answers for these questions. And the grants that I'm sharing with you today, all beauty pros in the United States, you have to be in the United States, can apply for these grants. So you either have to be an entrepreneur or a woman. So I'll get into the different qualifications for the grants. But the 1K one, why did you start your business? That's one question. How do you help your customers with your product or service? They got a little typo on here. It says, how do you help you customers? How would you use this grant to help your business? And describe your community, the problems it faces, and how your business helps solve them. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, right? And then the cool thing about the 1K grant is that now that you have these answers in here, every time that you come back to apply for this grant, the answers are already pre-populated for you. And all you got to do is submit the application. The cool thing about this 1K grant is that you winning is not based off of your answers. These are just questions that they have for you to apply. But this is actually a live drawing. Oh, I can't say that word. A live drawing on YouTube. So every Tuesday and Friday at 3 p.m. is Eastern Standard Time. You have to tune into the YouTube to hear if your business name is called, and then that's how you retrieve the coins. Okay. So super duper easy to apply for. Like, once you have these questions in, like, I literally applied for this grant in like probably less than 10 seconds. Honestly, like, once you have your answers in there, you just go click the button, apply, and you submit it. Okay. Every Tuesday and Friday, every single week. Okay. So every single week you have a chance to win $1,000. And I think that if you do win like one week, then you can't win like the next week or within the month. Listen, I ain't get my $1,000 yet. Until I do, I will keep on applying for this grant. So the Skip 1K grant, as you can see, I already applied for that one this month. The other one that I want to talk to you about is the Galaxy grants. This is something that they do on a continuous basis. I see the Galaxy grants all the time, and you don't actually have to use Hello Skip to access it, but Hello Skip has just a whole list. It just makes it easy for you. You can actually go to like the Galaxy Grants website and apply for this grant as well. But on Hello Skip, they do have the Galaxy Grants. It is a 2.5K grant for women or minority entrepreneurs. Okay. So it says Galaxy of Stars and Hidden Stars is a 501c3 nonprofit aimed to help minority and women entrepreneurs succeed. They have teamed up to award a woman-owned business $2,500. And to apply, you must be a U.S.-based women or minority-owned business. You can refer a friend, and if they win, you win too. Okay, period. So listen. This all I'm gonna say. Okay, this all I'm gonna say. If you decide to apply for this grant and you don't refer the friend that told you about the grant, like that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Just put that little tidbit out there. And the deadline for this is November 30th. So you have time. If you're listening to this episode closer to the time where it comes out, you have time to apply for this grant. It's $2,500. Deadline is November 30th at 11 p.m. It might be Eastern. It doesn't say Eastern at all, but I'm going to say Eastern Standard Time. Okay. Yeah, that's the Galaxy grants. The next one that I want to tell you about, I don't know if it's called Breva or Breva. I'm going to say Breva Thrive Grant. So this is what the description says. The Breva AI is proud to announce the Breva Thrive Grant, a quarterly program aimed at supporting small businesses that contribute positively to their communities. Here's how it works. Applicants must demonstrate a positive impact on the community. Businesses in operation for at least 1 year will be given preference. However, all businesses are encouraged to apply. Business must have generated income or revenue. The business must be legally formed under United States law and must operate within the United States. And grants are awarded quarterly. So this is something that you could possibly keep on your radar for the next quarter. Grants are awarded quarterly. Applications are due by October 31st. So this one ends this week. So if you're listening to this episode on the day that it comes out or the day after, or even that Friday, you have time. Applications close Friday at 10 p.m., October 31st, Friday at 10 p.m. So that is a 5K grant that is open to all and awarded quarterly. So definitely, if you apply this time, keep it on your radar for the first quarter of the year, because more than likely this grant will be coming back around. The next grant that I want to tell you about is a Hello Skip grant, and they do these probably every month, honestly. So if you don't win this one, definitely come back for the December one and the January one. But this is the Hello Skip $10,000 growth grant. Okay, so let's see. What is the description? So the latest Skip 10K Growth Grant is live, open to all entrepreneurs in the U.S. Skip is giving out over $1 million in grants this year. Okay, we want your business to be prepared by answering foundational questions and ensuring you have a website, business plan, and AI agent. So this one, I'm pretty sure they're going to make sure you have like certain things, certain products of theirs in order to apply. Let's see. So it's open to all U.S.-based entrepreneurs and small business owners. 18 and up are invited to apply. To apply, complete the application questions under the application tab. Once complete, click submit application. I will hope you will do that. Application open to all active and trailing Skip Plus members. So you have to be an active or a Skip Plus member. Okay, I see. Complete the application questions. So they'll be giving out one $10,000 cash grant, and then they will give out five $500 credit winners that would be selected. So you have to apply by November 18th at 11:59 Eastern Standard Time, and the finalists and winners will be notified by December 15th. So you can go into the new year $10,000 richer, but they're going to tell you by December 15th. The thing with the credit is Skip has a whole bunch of different services on their website where you can get like a business plan and some other stuff. And you can use those credits towards the services that they provide. And I believe you could probably use the credits towards your membership. Like once you have the Skip Plus membership, you can use credits that you earn within Skip to pay for your membership. So it's not coming directly out of your account. So $10,000. $10,000. I need to apply for this one myself. Hopefully, let me see what the application looks like. So they pull some of the same questions that I already told you about. What does your business do? Describe your product or service. Why did you start your business? Another question, how do you use AI to help your business currently? How do you plan to use AI to help your business or customers in the future? It says be bold and think creatively. How would you use the grant money to help your business? Confirm if you have free public skip listing, you can create one. If you have an AI agent added to your skip listing, and confirm your website. So that's literally all the questions for this application. And like I said, what I like about Skip too is like it will help you with your answers. So I wish I could flip my screen around, but it will help you with your answers. So when you start applying for the application, they have some kind of measurement there that lets you know if your answer is weak, moderate, or strong. They recommend that you submit your answers either moderate or strong. I try my best to get mine to be strong. So there's a way that once you type out your answer, you can ask for help with AI, and the AI will help you get your answers stronger and stronger and stronger. That's what I like about Hello Skip. So not all platforms are AI friendly, but Hello Skip is. There are some places where you apply for a grant and they frown upon you using AI, but Skip is not one of those. So that's the 10K grant for Hello Skip. And then the last one, oh my God. The last one is one of my favorites that I have not applied for yet, but it keeps coming across my radar and I need to do a better job. Okay. So don't be like me. Okay. Apply for this grant. This one is the Verizon 10K grant. Okay. This is something that comes across my dashboard a lot. And get this, it's going to be 50 winners, 50 10K grants available. Okay. And we could be one of those 50. Why not? Why not? I think we could be one of those 50. So this is the details for the Verizon one. It says in partnership with LISC, Verizon is again providing $10,000 grants and online resources to give small businesses the tools they need to thrive in today's digital economy. In this round, they will be awarding $10,000 grants to 50 small businesses. Here's how the program works. First, you must register on the Verizon Small Business Digital Ready portal, must complete at least 2 of the following in the Digital Ready program in any combination: courses, live coaching, or community events. And I believe all of these things are free. So you can go in there and take like free courses, at least 2 of them, to qualify for this grant. Complete the above and submit your application by December 10th, 2025. It says tips to applying: mark interested, then complete on the Verizon Digital Ready platform. You can use Skip Co-founder to review the strength of your application, writing and answers to help improve your application. All applications are submitted on Verizon directly. That's cool. So, like I mentioned earlier, so you're going to submit your application on the Verizon website, but you can use Hello Skip, is what they're saying, is that you can use Hello Skip to make sure that the answers for that application are good, strong answers, which I love. So $10,000, like I always miss out on this grant. I don't know if it's a thing about like going on and like completing the courses and stuff that always not hold me back, but I don't be taking it seriously enough to like actually sit down. But this time I'm going to apply for this grant and I'm gonna keep y'all posted. Hopefully I win. I can come back and share some good news. But these are the grants that I pulled out for you. There is another grant on the Hello Skip website that I'll just briefly mention, but I'm only mentioning it because I know that we have some tech founders within beauty that may listen to this podcast, or maybe you know somebody that is a tech founder. I don't have a screenshot for it, but it is something that I did see earlier. It's an $85,000 grant. It's called the Aurora Tech Award. So you can Google it or you can go on Hello Skip and search for it. But it's the Aurora Tech Award. It's $85,000 in grants available to women entrepreneurs. And you have to be founded or co-founded and led by a woman, have a functional prototype of a product, a pitch deck, fit in the investment limit of $6 million in funding, be less than 5 years old, and apply by November 12th. So first place winners receive 30K, second receives 20, third receives 15, and fourth and fifth places receive 10K. Like, come on. Okay, period. Either first, I would take either first place or fourth or fifth. Like either one of those are good. So if you do know a woman entrepreneur who is in tech, because I know our girl Tiana Robinson is in tech with Beauty Pro Funnels. Okay, y'all just saw the quick blurb about that at the beginning of the show, and I've been loving my Beauty Pro Funnels, and I know that Tiana has gone up for some little pitch competitions and stuff like that for tech. So if you're listening, girl, I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna send you this one. I'm gonna text it to you. But if you're listening as well, this when I saw this grant, I thought about Tiana. I thought about Avista, who has the Glist app. I thought about Cheedy, who has Ready Hub. So these are all tech. My girl with the black book. Why is your name? I can see your beautiful chocolate face right now. I don't know why your name is Miss Me right now, but the Black Book app is another one. So we do have some people in tech that are in the beauty industry. So any of these grants, like if you feel like you qualify for them, please, please, please apply for these grants. Okay. Take this seriously, how you take your job application seriously. Okay. We can go into the new year richer just by applying for these grants. And then also resources, because I know grants is like, oh my God, I don't know. I'm not a good writer. I fancy myself to be a pretty decent writer. The grants that I won on my own, but I have invested in the pink print firm. Stormy Banks, who is the founder, was on episode 265 of the Friends of Beauty podcast. I absolutely just adore Stormy, and the pink print firm has a service. If you're willing to invest, they have a service where they will write your grant proposal for you, and they will also apply for grants on your behalf. So there are different levels to the service. Maybe right now you only have enough to invest in them writing out your proposal. At least you will know that at least you know that the proposal is written by professional certified grant writers. Like this is what they do for a living. They know what to say. They know how to, maneuver through the system. So you can get a professionally done grant proposal written for you so that when you go to apply for these grants in the future, you could just pull things out of that grant proposal that apply for that grant, that apply to that grant and apply for it. So that is a service that they do. And then they also have different tiers where you can, they will apply for grants on your behalf. Like, who better to get to, get the professionals to do it if you can, right? So the pink print firm. Listen to episode 265 of the Friends of Beauty podcast with Stormy Banks. I'll link it down below as well. And then also, I have a grant funding tips playlist here on the Friends of Beauty channel that's just giving you different tips about applying for grants, like what to do once you get the money, all those good things. So you can definitely check out that playlist as well. So I would definitely encourage you to pick at least one of these grants. Okay. Preferably the one that expires on Friday. If you're listening right now, if you missed that deadline, then you still have the 1K grants that they do that every week. You still have the Galaxy grants that expire November 30th, the Skip 10K November 18th, and the Verizon expires December 10th. So if you do miss the Brevo or the Breva AI one, we got four more. Okay. So I would encourage you to at least choose one of these grants. Okay. Just try. You just never know what can happen, because I think this is just me going off now. I think in our heads, we think that it may be a lot of people applying for these grants, right? But it's about who stands out. It's just about who stands out and whose answer is the most compelling. And it might be you. We don't know the skill level of the rest of these people that are applying. They might be replying with like 2 sentence answers, and then the one they come across yours and it's so descriptive and beautiful. Like, you just never know. So don't count yourself out. Like, don't count yourself out too soon. Like, just go ahead and apply for these grants. Then let's go into the new year richer. Okay. It starts now. We're in the fourth quarter. It starts now. We're not waiting until January 1st, 2026. Okay. We starting now. So I hope that you could feel the energy. I know that things are tough right now. I'm feeling the effects of it. I think we're all feeling the effects of it. Like I said, if you're in the US, and especially if you live in the DMV area, it's just like super tense, it's just super crazy. But control what you can control, focus on what you can focus on that is in the positive. Stay tapped in for resources. Like I'm always trying to share, stuff on my page. Once I come across things for different resources that may be helpful. But like if you have any other resources for federal workers or for funding or anything like that for beauty pros, reach out to me and I will share it with the community as well. But yes, y'all, let's get these coins, okay? You know what I say? Let's get these coins. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of the Friends of Beauty podcast, and I hope that you are staying encouraged, okay? Apply for some of these grants and keep me posted, okay? I want to know if you won. I want to know how you felt. If you applied for grants before, leave some tips down in the comments. And yeah, nothing beats a failure but a try, okay? So let's get into it. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and I will talk to you next week. Happy grant applying. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with another friend in beauty. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, rate, and leave a 5-star review so that other friends in beauty can find the show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty. Hashtag Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.